Did you know there's a vitamin trusted by millions of older adults every day, thought to be harmless that could be silently damaging the brain? Sounds unlikely, but it's happening. This vitamin is often labeled as supports memory or reduces fatigue, which is why many people take it regularly to stay sharp and mentally alert. But when taken at the wrong dose or in the wrong way, it can lead to insomnia, anxiety, memory decline, and even long-term nerve damage. I once met a 65-year-old woman who took this supplement every morning for nearly a year. At first, she felt more alert, but after a few months, she began to forget things, feel anxious for no reason, and struggle with shallow, restless sleep. No one suspected the cause was the very vitamin she trusted. The issue is this: after age 60, the body no longer processes micronutrients the same way. The blood-brain barrier weakens, the nervous system becomes more sensitive, and slight excesses in specific vitamins can quickly disrupt brain function. In the next few minutes, I'll show you which common vitamin is being overused, the early warning signs you shouldn't ignore, and how to take it safely in a way that supports the aging brain. If you or someone you love takes daily vitamins, don't leave this video. In the end, I'll reveal the most dangerous mistake, one that even doctors often overlook. Let's get started. Part 1. The popular vitamin that's being overused. Now we will explore 5 commonly used vitamins, each carrying hidden risks for the brain after age 60. They may sound beneficial, but the more labels you see like boosts memory or fights fatigue, the more likely they will be misused. As we age, it's not just about getting enough, it's about getting it right. I've ranked these vitamins in order of increasing risk. Let's start with a familiar name, vitamin B6. Section 1. Vitamin B6. Let's start with vitamin B6, often called the nervous system's best friend. And that's not wrong. Vitamin B6 is crucial in producing serotonin and dopamine, 2 neurotransmitters that help you feel relaxed, happy, and mentally sharp. It also supports the synthesis of GABA, a compound that calms overactive brain activity, promoting better sleep and reducing anxiety. So it's no surprise that many older adults supplement with B6, hoping to improve memory and fight off fatigue. But problems arise when you take too much, and for too long. So, how much is too much? The safe daily upper limit of vitamin B6 for adults is around 100 milligram daily. But did you know that consistently going over this threshold for just a few months puts you at risk of chronic nerve toxicity? According to a study published by the National Institutes of Health, NIH, in the US, individuals taking 200 to 500 milligram of B6 daily for 4 to 6 months may experience severe symptoms like numbness or tingling in the hands and feet, a pins and needles sensation in the fingertips, loss of balance and dizziness, sleep disturbances and confusion. What's alarming is that these symptoms are often mistaken for normal aging, so many people continue taking B6 without realizing they're making things worse. A real-life example. Ellen, 72, from Minnesota, felt tired and slightly forgetful, so she picked up a memory support multivitamin at the supermarket. The label listed 100 milligram of B6, but she didn't notice. On top of that, she was also taking a separate supplement with an additional 50 milligram, total 150 milligram per day, every day, for 6 months. The result, she felt tingling in her feet, had trouble standing steadily, and often described her mind as foggy. When she finally saw a neurologist, they found no signs of age-related illness. The real culprit was long-term B6 overdose. Here's what you should do. Check the B6 dosage in your current multivitamin. Some super supplements can contain 2 to 3 times the recommended amount. Do not take a separate B6 supplement if you already use a multivitamin. And if you experience numbness, sleep disturbances, or mild confusion, stop taking it and get a blood test immediately. Vitamin B6 can be a great friend to the brain, but only if you don't let that friend turn into a neurotoxic abuser by unquestioningly trusting it. A little caution could help you keep a clear mind for years. Section 2. Vitamin D. Next up is a very well-known player, vitamin D. Just hearing the name, most people immediately think of bones and joints. And that's true, but it's not the whole picture. Vitamin D is critical in brain function, especially memory and mood regulation. It helps the body manage serotonin, the so-called happiness hormone, which is closely linked to depression, anxiety, and sleep quality. A study from Harvard Medical School found that older adults who are deficient in vitamin D have a 41% higher risk of developing mild cognitive impairment, MCI, compared to those with adequate levels. So it's no surprise that many seniors start taking vitamin D regularly, as a way to strengthen both bones and brain. But just like before, more is not better. The biggest issue, overdosing. Many people take 4,000 to 5,000 IU of vitamin D daily, thinking the more, the better. Some even add fish oil or calcium supplements without realizing these can increase vitamin D absorption, leading to abnormally high blood calcium levels. And when blood calcium exceeds safe limits, the consequences can include irregular heartbeat, nausea and insomnia, nervous tension, confusion, and even mood disorders. A typical case from the UK, John, 69, took 5,000 IU of vitamin D daily and 2 fish oil capsules for 3 months. At first, he felt fine, better sleep, less back pain. But then, he started experiencing a racing heartbeat after meals, restlessness, trouble sleeping, and frequent irritability. After a complete checkup, all his results were expected, except that his blood calcium levels were too high. The root cause, excess vitamin D, combined with enhanced absorption from the fish oil. The solution is simple, but rarely followed. Only supplement with vitamin D after a blood test. The ideal blood level is 30 to 50 ng/ml. If you're already in that range, taking more could backfire. Do not exceed 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily unless instructed by a medical specialist. Avoid taking multiple supplements containing vitamin D and calcium, because the combined dosage could quietly exceed the safe limit. Vitamin D may be sunlight for your bones and mind, but if you stay in the sun too long, your nervous system could be the first to get burned. Keep your vitamin D within healthy limits. You'll support strong bones and a clear, steady mind for years. Section 3. Vitamin B12. Next on the list is vitamin B12, a familiar name, practically synonymous with sharp memory. And it's no coincidence that B12 is often called the memory vitamin. Vitamin B12 helps the body produce myelin, the protective sheath around nerve fibers, like insulation around electrical wires. Without enough B12, nerve signals slow down, become erratic, or even cut off entirely. Older adults are especially prone to B12 deficiency due to reduced absorption, especially if they take stomach acid medications, have chronic gastritis, or follow a diet low in meat. That's why many are advised to supplement with B12 through pills, sublingual tablets, or even periodic injections. The problem is supplementing when you're not deficient can easily lead to excess. And excess B12 isn't just flushed out in your urine. Recent studies show that consistently high B12 levels over time can disrupt methylation, a biological process that regulates gene expression, hormone balance, and neurotransmitter function. When methylation is off balance, the brain becomes overstimulated. You may feel wired, anxious, unable to sleep, and mentally scattered, like drinking coffee all day and never getting to sleep. A real-life case. Mike, 68, from California, heard that B12 could boost memory. So he began taking a 1,000 mg sublingual tablet every day without ever getting tested. For the first 3 weeks, he felt mentally sharper. But then he started waking up at 3 a.m. every day, experienced a racing heartbeat, felt impatient, and often snapped at his children. At the clinic, his blood test revealed a B12 level of 1,400 pg/ml, nearly 3 times the upper limit. Diagnosis disrupted circadian rhythm due to prolonged B12 overload. After stopping the supplement for a month, his sleep and mood returned to normal. So what's the safe way to use B12? Only supplement if a blood test confirms deficiency, if you eat a regular diet, have no digestive disorders, and are not vegan, your risk of deficiency is very low. Avoid long-term use without monitoring, especially high-dose sublingual tablets over 500 mg. Vitamin B12 can support memory, but only when your body needs it. If you take it daily as a harmless habit without reason, B12 can quickly go from a helpful companion to a professional sleep disruptor. Section 4. Omega-3, Miracle Supplement, or Omega Blue. If there's one supplement known for being suitable for both the heart and brain, it's omega-3. And for good reason. Omega-3 second are essential fatty acids that help maintain brain cell structure, regulate hormones, and stabilize mood. 2 key components, EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, are typically derived from deep-sea fish oil or algae. For older adults, omega, the 3rd of May, support memory, reduce brain inflammation, lower the risk of cognitive decline, and even help with depression. However, and this is something very few people know, choosing the wrong EBITDA ratio can backfire. The common mistake, too much DA, Too little EPA. Yes, DHA is essential for brain structure, but it's the EPA that plays the lead role in mood regulation, reducing anxiety and symptoms of depression. A study at Harvard Medical School found older adults with mild depression showed clear improvement when taking EPA-rich omega-3, but no benefit from high DHA formulas. Why is that? Excess DHA may suppress noradrenaline production, a key neurotransmitter that helps you stay alert, responsive, and motivated. In other words, taking too much DHA and insufficient EPA could leave you with omega-3 that feel more like omega blue, yet it's seriously worth thinking about. A real-life case? Judith, 70, started taking fish oil after seeing an ad that claimed it was good for the brain and anti-aging. The one she chose had 1,000 milligram DHA and only 50 milligram EPA. After 2 months, she felt nothing noticeable, except daytime drowsiness, lack of motivation, and occasional random emptiness. Her medical student granddaughter suggested switching to a formula with higher EPA than DHA. After 3 weeks on the new formula, Judith felt more alert and cheerful in conversations. Most importantly, she started singing again while cooking. How to choose omega-3 the right way. Prioritize a formula where the EPA is greater than or equal to DHA, ideally. EPA makes up 60% or more. Choose third-party products tested for quality. Look for IFOS, USP, etc. If using for mood support, consult a doctor for the right dosage. In short, omega-3 is a powerful tool for brain health. But just like a guitar, the music turns somber if the strings are tuned wrong. Choose the right formula, and your mind will stay in tune. Section 5. Multivitamins. One pill, like a roller coaster ride. And finally, we come to what seems like the most harmless supplement, the daily multivitamin. You know the drill. Just one tiny pill each morning, advertised as providing all the essential nutrients for the entire day. Sounds reasonable? Instead of taking 5 separate vitamins, you bundle everything into one for convenience. But here's the issue. When too many good things are packed into one pill, they don't always work together harmoniously. They can sometimes clash and compete inside your body. Cross interactions. The hidden risk. Vitamin A can compete with vitamin D for absorption. Calcium can reduce the absorption of iron and zinc. Vitamin B6, when paired with high-dose B12, can overstimulate the nervous system. So instead of boosting your clarity, some multivitamins may leave you feeling mentally foggy, slightly dizzy, or struggling to focus, especially if taken at the wrong time. A funny but very real story. A 74-year-old man once shared, "Every morning, I take just one multivitamin, but it feels like my brain is on a roller coaster. First I'm hyper alert, then suddenly drained. It sounds amusing, but it makes sense." That reaction came from mild caffeine, B-complex, zinc, and iron, all taken on an empty stomach. Older adults have slower absorption and are more sensitive to stimulants. So when you flood your system with 10 to 15 nutrients at once, especially without food, your digestive and nervous systems can't keep up. 3. Common mistakes with multivitamins. 1. Taking them first thing in the morning on an empty stomach can cause nausea, restlessness, or lightheadedness. 2. Not reading the label carefully may result in duplicate or excessive doses of nutrients already present in your diet. Sen. Using formulas not tailored for seniors increases risk of too much iron or vitamin A and not enough K2, magnesium, or lutein. So, what's the right way to take multivitamins? Split the dose, if possible, half in the morning, half after lunch. Always take with a full meal to improve absorption and minimize irritation. Choose formulas labeled Senior Formula, designed for adults over 60. Consult your doctor or pharmacist if you're taking medications for blood pressure, osteoporosis, diabetes, etc. To avoid harmful interactions, multivitamins can be a convenient health combo, but only if you use them wisely. Because even a super pill taken the wrong way can leave you feeling jittery, dizzy, and emotionally drained all in the span of one morning. One pill, but it must be the right timing, the right formula, and the right fit for your body. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Part 4. Deep Dive. Why the aging brain is more sensitive to vitamins. Have you ever wondered, why does the same vitamin that's fine for younger people make me feel dizzy, restless, or mentally foggy? The answer lies in a highly sophisticated biological mechanism called the blood-brain barrier. The blood-brain barrier is a special defense system, a filtering mesh that blocks toxins, bacteria, and unfamiliar molecules from entering brain tissue. When you're young, this system works efficiently, like a top-tier security team. But after age 60, the barrier naturally weakens, the gaps in the filter widen, the proteins that regulate chemical flow become less effective. What does this mean for you? It means the things you eat or drink, mainly vitamins and minerals, can more easily cross into the brain and have a much more substantial impact. A dose of B6 or B12 that's just right for a 30-year-old might be too much for someone at 65, causing nervous system overstimulation, insomnia, anxiety, or circadian rhythm disruption. And here's what most people overlook. Our bodies don't just age on the outside. Even the way we absorb, metabolize, and process nutrients changes dramatically. The liver slows down, leads to nutrients take longer to break down. The kidneys filter more slowly, leads to excess substances stay in the blood longer. The nervous system becomes more sensitive, leads to more reactive to small chemical changes. This explains why many older adults take multivitamins daily but are less energetic. They may feel off with brain fog, poor focus, or restless sleep without knowing why. The most important takeaway: what's considered a normal dose is no longer normal after 60. Stop taking supplements just because they're supposed to be good or advertised to boost clarity. Instead, listen to your body, get your vitamin levels tested, and choose wisely based on science. Sometimes the issue isn't what you're missing, but how are you supplementing for a body that's no longer the same? Understand your body, then supplement accordingly. Because at this stage, your brain doesn't need a lot to stay healthy. Just what's truly necessary, balanced, and right for you. As you can see, not all vitamins are the solution. Sometimes, what seems good for your health can become a double-edged sword, silently disrupting your nervous system, causing insomnia, anxiety, or leaving you chronically fatigued without knowing why. What you need isn't more supplements. It's to understand your body, know what it needs, and use the proper nutrients at the correct dose and time. You don't have to memorize every single vitamin. Just remember one thing. After age 60, everything needs to be fine-tuned from meals and sleep to how you take in nutrients. A clear, healthy mind isn't built by pills. It's built by daily awareness and proactive choices. Now I want to hear from you. Are you taking any vitamins daily? Which of the 5 insights today surprised you the most? Drop a comment below because your experience might help someone else avoid unnecessary mistakes or find a better path for their mental well-being. And don't forget, in the following video, I'll be sharing never eat blueberries with these 3 foods. It can cause serious health problems. This one is a must-watch, especially if you eat blueberries every morning for their antioxidant boost. You'll be surprised to learn that some healthy foods, when combined the wrong way, can cancel out the benefits of blueberries or even cause bloating, poor digestion, and memory fog. If you found today's video helpful, don't hesitate to hit like, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your loved ones. Because even one small change in daily habits, it could help them live healthier, think clearly, and wake up each morning feeling more alive.